Anthony and Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And right now for the Bucks, they'd like to start this road trip off on a positive note.
And you have to view this as an opportunity. Oftentimes on those short road trips, you really want to take care of your business. Show you can win those games on the road and keep that momentum.
Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That free throw, no good. We've got a couple of top contenders from the Eastern Conference, Greg, in this one. Feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
On offense here, the Bucks. Bridges inside. Launches it. Milwaukee the rebound. And another shot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in.
Number 24, Reed Shepherd.
Johnson left side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And it's blocked. Bounce pass from Bridges. Here's Abaji. Out to Bridges. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball. It's Powell with the drive. And it's Powell slamming it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Williams. Good work there as it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Back to Powell. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Powell. Now, here's Johnson. From 18 feet away. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul. Team foul.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Out to Bridges. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Nets with the lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Sheppard.
Second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
foul. Team foul.
Here's Murray Boyle. There's the steal.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Bucks trail by 3. 1:30 left in the first. Pass to Abaji. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
That one falls.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And yes, it's good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
1 quarter of play.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Brooklyn. Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And they take the lead. Shepherd's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Milwaukee.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
With some arc.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
To the wing on the left. Shoots the three. Drops in the tray.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Johnson. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nick Claxton.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First one falls for him. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
To the middle, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Pass to Shepherd. Back to James.
First personal foul. Team second.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Shepherd. And it's Shepherd missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Inside, baseline J on the way. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Williams. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And now back here they are. Team.
Nets trailed by 8. Johnson outside. Oh, Claxton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. For Brooklyn, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Bucks leading by 5. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Agbaji. Still scoreless. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. There's a good screen. Shot on the wing. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Now, here's Bridges. Releases from 15. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Nets trailed by 7. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Touré's shot is off.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming. Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Agbaji. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Out left to the wing. Here's Hood-Schifino. Off target from three-point range. Here's Touré. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Hood-Schifino. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Nets passing it around. Pass to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Agbaji. What a jam!
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Milwaukee on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. In the corner, Powell with it. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 5 points so far.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Shoots. Six to shoot. Tries again. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Isaiah Stewart.
Nets trailed by 7. Pass to Powell. Back to Johnson. From past the arc. That shot off.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Bridges. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And Claxton throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Agbaji. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Agbaji's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Now here's Powell. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
A nice shot by Hood Schifino. Hood Schifino's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Always a threat. 3-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
On the wing, Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
To the inside. Now Powell. He's got 8. Bridges with the board. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Yep, it counts.
Timeout.
And now an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
Started.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get ready to dance like everybody.
And here are the Nets.
Let's hear it for you.
Here's Traoré. To the paint. Here's Murray Boyle. And he finishes nicely on the way. Murray Boyles has got his 1st points of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Throws it up high. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And a wide open look for Porter. No good with the triple.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. "34 seconds left here in the third quarter. They double him with James. This one for three. And Michael Porter good for three. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
They set him up. Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game.
49. All right, man.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Johnson. To tie it up. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Driving to the basket. And it's Shepherd missing.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, James. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Stewart a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. From deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Brooklyn. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Williams slams it in.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Shepherd. And finished off by Shepherd.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Show your Brooklyn Nets.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a three? We have to be better from deep. Implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. See if it works, guys.
Thanks, David. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bridges inside. Pass to Abaji. They set the pick. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3.
And the Bucks lead by 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Offline with his 3. Pass to Powell. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Johnson with the stuff.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Abaji. Now Shepard. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. Clock at 6. Another block. Powell inside. Pass to Johnson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. They get it again. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Bucks lead by 1. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And the Nets with possession here. It's Powell with the drive. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Shepard with the ball. To the middle. Fires it up.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 2. It's hauled in by Claxton. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Inside. Rebound, Brooklyn. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Pass to Shepard. There's the three. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with